GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com. All right, I should probably come up with some sort of intro for the auction that's better than that, because that was not a good intro. Anyway, let's come over here and we'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of me. I don't need to be in here. All right. Doing all right. How are you? Warsaw's out there. Kingpin was out there earlier. So we got a little while, I think, before the thing actually starts. Just a couple of minutes. So if you click on the link in the description of the video, that'll take you to the Pot of Gold auction website. You click on buyers, and that'll take you to a whole bunch of auctions. The one at the top of the list has a little guitar next to it right there. Oh, snap. I guess we don't even have to bother. Kingpin's buying everything tonight. Dang. So then we click on bidding, open. We'll close out of this. We'll close out of that. Well, let's see. Maybe we'll make some kind of poll, something. Can't never tell. Can't never tell. Looks like we got, 5 minutes. I got here just in time. So first off is this guy. Oh, man. So I have a twist Derringer, which I always thought was just some goofy nonsense until I seen that this is what it's made off of. So I have the $125 made in Tennessee in like the 1970s version of this old Colt. Or excuse me, Frank Wesson. So super cool. Now I know that the twist Derringer has a history. I wish I would have got up there to see this one. $470. Since I've never even seen one before, I'd say that's probably a good deal. But here's the deal. I put out links to the Patreons. Patreons are people that we mentioned at the beginning of this whole thing in those little slides that subscribe to what we do here. We do a lot of things. And they make it possible for us to spend time like this. It says do stuff like this. So they've got links if they'd like to join. Thanks, Kingpin, for dropping a link to the auction. I didn't think of that. And then we've got links out to the YouTube channel members. There's like 16 of them. I set it up a long time ago because it was the thing to do at the time. And yeah, 16 people are channel members, so that's kind of cool. So they've got links too. So if you want, channel members know where to find that. And if you really want a link, you can let me know and I'll send you a link and then you can be part of the show. Chatted with Bob a little bit last night in the fire, what do they call it, campfire I had last night, whatever I'm calling to call it. I'm thinking let me know in the feedback if I should do more of them campfires. All right, so here's the deal. I just got back from walking. Let's see how far me and the dog walked today. She's not even tired, so I wasn't that far. Oh, I did a bunch of stuff today, though, so this is going to tell me how much I walked all day. So, yeah, 5 miles all day, but that was maybe like 4 just now. So that's my whole year. I haven't walked at all this year. So I've walked approximately 1 mile a day. Anyway, so I'm going to go get something to drink, and I'm going to go get something to eat potentially, and I might even feed my dog. So since nobody jumped in, here's what you're going to hear. Can you hear the 3D printer wiggling away back there? I'm making a barbecue print for the barbecue show tonight. And then, yeah, you're going to hear nothing. You're just going to hear this. Everybody bidding on this art, antique French bronze woman with trampoline. Or maybe it says tambourine, depending on how you read that. It's up to $250. That's what's getting all the bids right now. Anyway, so then we'll start looking at bids here. And if anybody jumps in, we'll drop them in and we'll have some fun chatting about stuff. Otherwise, I'll just be listening to the thing. Oh, snap. 53 seconds. $525. Looks like that Frank Wesson Derringers going up. Does everybody remember this thing? I don't know if you can hear me, but this thing was that thing made in Canada that we found at the Wanamaker. Oh, I don't know, 2017 or something. That's a very cool gun, and that's less than it. Oh no, now it's $320. I was gonna say that was $100 and something bucks before. That was less than they cost. Are you guys killing them communist adults for me? Thank you. Let's Patreon mod. Thanks to the moderators out there. You're better than regular people. Oh, there goes that statue. 1 minute, 34 seconds. So we'll see if that Derringer goes, and then we'll start taking a look. Arcade game, Miss Pac-Man, $630, eh? They didn't time this very good, but whatever. At least I got someone walking in. I'm probably gonna have to go get another coat here in a bit. All right, so let's dig in. First, let's make this bigger so y'all can see it easier. I know how you people are, and you're complaining about not being able to see it good enough. You don't like the bell? Or you don't like it when I shove the microphone over next to the speakers? Oh, there goes that little Derringer for $615. I could literally, if I was planning this better, could have gone and got my little twist Derringer out to let it watch a $600 version of itself get sold. Or I guess what it was cloned off of. All right, now I'm just going to drink some coffee here. $615. 50 bids. Yeah, come on, Patriot. So here's the deal. Yep, don't know what I was about to say, so let me keep going. Fort Sill, big fan of Fort Sill. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Fort Sill. $35 for a vintage Fort Sill shooting trophy. Kind of interesting. Ironic if you knew the story I know about Fort Sill. Antique National Biscuit Company crate. Interesting. Interesting. So as you see, the way this auction works is things get bid on, and then depending on the amount of action, like how much bid is, how many bids are happening, the items come to the top of the page here. And then if they get a bid, I forget how it works. If it's like $100, it gives it 2 minutes. And if it's a $50 bid, it's like 1 minute. So basically the size of the last bid, the increment of the last bid is what determines how much time gets added to the end of the auctions. And if no one bids, then the auctions end out. So right now we have this painting. It's only got like 16 cents or 16 seconds left on it. Whoa. My heater almost exploded. So when it gets to 7 seconds, down to 0 seconds, if it hasn't gotten another bid, that one will time out while the one on either side of it are still getting bids. So they're going to keep getting a little time. I really like this auction format as both the buyer, because it's fun and it's fair, and to the seller. And I'm hoping to sell a bunch of stuff with Pot of Gold eventually. So I really like that for the buyer. It's the best deal you got going, I think, compared to eBay or any of the other stupid ones. So here we're going to dig in. I haven't looked at anything yet. There goes that little Canadian-made volcanic. I really, 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 really wanted one of them, but I don't have any money, so I didn't get one. Hey, there's a safety doc. Yeah, dude, anytime you would like to have a conversation about 3D printing, I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you. I've got both an Ender 3 and an Ender 5. I'm about 3 months into 3D printing, and I'm enjoying the aspects of it. So if you'd like to have like a beginner's, how to get into it, what to, some advice and that kind of stuff, be more than happy to have it. Let's take a look at this little gun. This is my favorite gun of all guns. It's in 22 short, so it's not quite the earliest gun ever made, but let's go back to my YouTube. Here, you want to see a little bit of fun YouTube history? Let's go, or my fun YouTube history. Let's go back to our YouTube channel. If I can ever find, I just moved everything around. Go back to our, oh, that's GunTube. GunTube is a better hosting platform than stupid YouTube, but let's go to my YouTube channel. If I can ever find it again, where did I put it? There it is. How much time do we got? This little guy has 3 minutes, so I got to hurry up. I'm going to go to my channel, go to videos, go to most popular. Oh, what do you got right here? Little tiny pepper box. I made this video in 2009 of a little Sharps pepper box. Now, this one was in a little rimfire caliber, but this is one of the first videos I ever did, needless to say. 2009. Took it apart, fiddled with it, had some fun. Want to see behind the scenes? Nobody else is going to show you this ever. We're going to go into edit video. And now we're going to go to monetization. How much do you think I've made money on that video over the years? How do I flip it to show me that? Analytics. How about analytics? How much money do you think I've made on that video over the years? This is how YouTube works. Last 28 days, I haven't made any money because I haven't made money in a while. But if I go to lifetime, this is one of my biggest videos, so that's why I like to look at it. Seriously? Since lifetime? No. I've actually made a lot more than $168. I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah, I've actually made a whole bunch of money on that video. So that's one of my favorite guns. Every time I see one, I think about how much money that little video, how much that little video made for me since back in the day. It doesn't make any money anymore, but back in the olden days, it made money. So I would very much like to own a little Sharps, but not that one. I want a bird's head one. And I do want it in 22, though. But they're always $500. Back in the olden days, you could get one for like $100. Oh, no, it's like $1,600. It's a lot of money. It's like you go, wow, I'm going to go start making YouTube videos. It's just that, that video's 10, 15 years old. So, it made like money at the beginning, and now it hasn't made money in years. Anyway, so here we go, a semi-auto pistol from Inland. So a lot of people think these are paratroopers. These are complete made-up nothings, but people dig them, and they're worth a lot of money. I didn't look at the bid on this one. I just like to look at them. So they're super fragile. All those stocks dried out and got real brittle, and the stupid weird pistol grip is weird. It's trying to look like a paratrooper, which did the paratroopers even really exist? So I don't know what this was made. Was this made during the ban? Let's see. They put a lot of info in their stuff usually. The Advisor, M1 pistol, modeled after the M1 modified carbines that were popular conversion made by U.S. military advisors during the Vietnam era. That would have been Green Berets. These military advisors found that the compact and reliable M1 carbine could be made even more suitable for their specific missions by cutting the barrels down to pistol lengths and utilizing either a cut down or standard stock or the M1A folding stock. The folder was the stock of choice if they could get their hands on one. These modified M1 carbines were favored by U.S. military advisors as well as the tunnel rats tasked with clearing the matrix of tunnels, and never heard that before, and engaging in extreme close quarters combat. I mean, it sounds right, but I've never heard of that before. This modern production inland advisor, weighing 4.5 pounds, chambered in .30 carbine, features a 12-inch barrel and blah, 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 blah. Does it say when it was made? I don't know if that was made during the ban or if those were made back in the day, like literally to appeal to non-vets. Needless to say, I'd never seen one. I've only seen the paratrooper models. I've seen them, but I've never held one or fiddled with one. Oh no, it's way better than an SKS pistol, I guess, because it's ours. But technically, I don't know if it is actually. So an old $20 bill, kind of neat. It's got Biden on it when he was younger. Back when they only had trains and boats. They didn't even know what an airplane was back then. That was science fiction. Well, let's see. So we got eagle sculpture, $145. Some kind of money, some kind of jewelry. Oh, look at this. Remington Derringers, number 4. I don't know what they called these. The ring triggers. That's what they called them. I learned about these making the firearms, Old West firearms deck. And dig them. I got to play with one at a museum, and they took it out of the case and let me fiddle with it. So it's pretty neat. Kind of like that other one, except double action, and it has that weird ring trigger, which should be illegal. It doesn't look enough like a trigger to me. So that would be super cool. Of course, it's in 32 rimfire, $690. Wow. So military plaques and photos. What's this all about? It's 101st Airborne Air Assault Delta Force. What? Combatant, somebody grande something. What? I don't know what that's all about. Combatant, somebody. This is Biden when he was very young and he worked for France. Yeah, that's Biden on the left and Hitler on the right. This is the 4th Battalion, 187th Infantry, 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault, the Delta Force. Interesting. It's probably just their motto. Military Air Transport, you'd call them MAC, I think. No, you wouldn't. Military Air Command is MAC. I don't know what you call military air transport. MATS, probably. So it's kind of interesting. Maybe for a military collector, I know a couple of military people on Instagram that might be interested in stuff like that. I'm not sure. Let's go see if anything good's happening up here. How much do you think this? Let's start some gambling. Should we not wager on this? It's illegal. It's not illegal to wager on this, is it? How much you think that this inland advisor is going to go for? Seeing as it's at $750 right now with just a minute and 20 seconds left. According to this, there's 9 people watching. So let's see who comes closest without going over. Closest without going over. You got 1 minute, so you got to hurry up. You can't fart around and you can't be fiddling around with some other stuff. You got to be paying attention to this chat. Let's go. $750 right now. Closest without going over. I'm not officially 100% certain, but I think you're going to win something. Maybe not. Maybe you won't win anything. We'll see. Maybe no one will even guess. Oh, 843. We actually have a participant. And I'll put it in a little star. Oh, 11. That's optimistic. Without going over? No, it's crazy. Now I think you're crazy. We're going to find out. Here we go. 29 seconds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does it count? Are you desperate enough to bid on it? Bid it to like $1,150 or something? Oh, it got bid to $780. So it's still in the running. Anything could happen. Remington 700 Magpul and 6.5 Creedmoor. That is for people who wear skinny pants. Let's see. The Scales of Justice thing is neat. I would take it for $1 and then sell it on eBay because I don't want it. Patriot is saying $11.20. That's Price is Writing Tara. So that's legit. That's legit. Closest without going over. So that's actually, you don't know which way to jump on somebody right at the top, right? Go over or under. So basically, Kingpin is the one who's getting this one. Well, no, it's not. Oh, Makojo's got it. He just won it. He just won it right there with the $1 bid. I'm pretty sure Makojo's going to win it now. Suckers. Too bad you can't bid twice. You probably had decent bids if enough crazy people were watching this auction, but obviously crazy people aren't watching this auction. If they would have used this movie in John Wick, you all would have lost because it would have gone for like $3,000. Oh, it just got 810. Whoa. It just went to 810 out of nowhere. And see, what was that? It was at $50 because it only gave it another minute. Oh, snap. I have a watch very similar to this. I learned that this here is called a conductor style because of the winding thing is by the number 3. Like your little grandma is going to have the winding thing up by the 12. But a conductor who's doing business with his watch is going to have the little thingy over by the 3. So there's a little watch information for you. And the little cover on the front makes it a hunter's watch, I think. Because, it just went to 840. Makes it a hunter's watch because hunters give a shit about the bezel. I think that's how it went. I did a lot of research on that one because I got a watch I'm selling on eBay. I'll gladly pull it off of eBay and sell it over here if this turns into be the watch place to sell a watch. So here's a little tiny Mr. Knives trinket made out of pure gold. Or no, wait, it doesn't made out of. Look, it literally says trinket. Van Briggle Pottery Turtle Trinket. Made from 1970, 1999. So that's when Mr. Knives was born. Turtle has a lovely warm brown glaze with a splash of green on the shell lid. Signed on the underside. Just like Mr. Knives. All right, let's go back to the knife, to the gun. $840 with 32 seconds. So that's pretty dang close, dude. What's up with this? Did somebody go in and bid $840? How did you know it was going to go to $840? That's the question. Closest without going over, and it's at 18 seconds. You can just feel the excitement as Kingpin is 15 seconds away from winning a free Inland Advisor 30 caliber carbine pistol. Will one of these other folks bid on it just to spite him, just so he doesn't win it? Oh, he just won it. He just won it. Look at that. Nice. Very good guess. At first, I thought he was crazy because it was like $700. It went to $840. Now you wonder, is he playing with a time machine? How did he know to say $843 instead of $845 or $839 or something? All right, we'll try this again, suckers. This Remington ring trigger, the ring trigger Derringer. Right now, it is at $690 with just 50 seconds. You don't got any kind of time. You have to immediately come up with a closing bid on this. You only get to guess once. This is the most exciting tactical quiz ever. Kingpin's already won one entire gun. I'm going to give a star to that, and that indicates that he won that gun. No one's even bidding on this one. Everyone's like, oh, I can't bid. Kingpin knows too much about the future. He knows how much this gun's going to go for. He says 714. The next bid is 705. So he's suggesting that this thing's either going to get none or one more bid. And nobody else is even trying. Sad state of affairs. The country is going the way of the Romans because no one's afraid, as no one is stepping up to the plate to bid on a free gun. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Kingpin just won 2 guns. He just won his second gun in front of everybody. Bam. That's amazing for him. Super sad for everybody else who just watched a dude win 2 free guns out from in front of everybody. Could have, but you didn't. A little bit late for winning a gun there. All right, let's dig down. There's no guns on this, so we're going to dig in. So Browning 22 lever action. Nobody wants that. U.S. Army basic combat training. Nobody wants that either. Who the hell would want a thing from basic training? That would be mean. Like you'd put that, like somebody who just got out of basic, you would buy that and put it in their room when they woke up to mess with them. Like nobody would want a basic. That's the thing you have to run around with in basic. Who the hell would want that? Let's see. Not only are you more two-wayer, but now you have more free guns than everybody. The next gun is a shotgun, and nobody wants to bid on a shotgun. And then is a Browning 22, and that's boring. So we're going to look for something that's a good gun coming up. Oh, Bacon Arms. Do you see what I'm seeing? Bacon Arms Pepper Box. That's the name of this gun. It's a Bacon Arms Pepper Box. And we know that Woods doesn't even like bacon, or else he'd be here. 6-shot pepper box. One of estimated 1,000 ever made. The pepper box pattern of firearms defined as a firearm with a set of rotating barrel assemblies. They date back to the 15th century, but saw most of their production in North America from 1830 until the end of the Civil War. Why? Because of paranoia over smallpox. No one talks about that. When single-action revolvers became more widespread, the example appears to be chambered in 22 rimfire. Oh, really? They don't know. Interesting. Interesting. Could be 22 multiple calibers then. The action is no longer in working order. It is an antique and no FFL. So anybody could just buy this gun and wave it around. They could just own it and wave it around. There's no FFL needed. And it's a bacon gun. So that's a bacon revolver. That'll be the next one for the Price is Right. Right now it's at $390, and it's got like an hour before it comes up. Does it even say? It doesn't even say. It's like going to be 2 hours before that one comes up. There's some Beretta shotgun, but nobody cares about shotguns. And there's this lever action, but it's boring. So we're going to wait a while as we dig in. So here's some baseball cards. So Clover's out there bidding on these baseball cards. $330 for baseball cards. Crazy. Oh, snap. Are you freaking kidding me? God. Son of a oh, man. All right. So this is like the most rare thing you're ever going to effing see today. American Derringer Model 2 gun pistol. So this is the Braverman pistol, but made by American Derringer. How can they? This one's in 25 ACP, and it looks like it's in new condition. And it's going to go for $500. We'll be doing a Price is Right on that one. Trust me. That one's ridiculous. Ridiculous. 39 bids. Holy shit. Look at this. Here we go. Are you kidding me? No. No. Shit. What the hell are these selling for? Oh, crap. Who's got money? Somebody who has money, text me. Seriously, I'm not even fucking around. Somebody who has money, text me. This is messed up. Messed up. Oh, jeez. Should go off air. I need to go off air. Talk to somebody with money. Who's got money? Call me. We'll go off air. Oops, I probably shouldn't do that one. I got the mic right here. Sorry about that. Oh, I should have looked at this ahead of time. Somebody's going to make so much freaking money right now. Oh, man. Oh, come on. Oh, let's ignore it. Go up here and watch and just not even pay attention how much money somebody's going to make right now. Fuck, I wish I had money. All right, so some idiot's buying this basic training flag. Weirdo. Somebody in the Marines probably buying that because they think it's funny. Me. Make a little quick phone call real quick. All right, well, okay, let's see what happens. So, get back in here, and Bacon Arms is coming. Miniature Colt single action replica. What? Ugh. Let's look at what that was. Are you kidding me? Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Ugh. 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 Holy crap. No, I want somebody to make a lot of money. All right. So, well, these are neat. I've had these before. Mine weren't all fancy. Do I still have one? Mine aren't that fancy though. Oh my goodness. So let's go see if that bacon Derringer is coming up. So did we got any are these your guesses on the bacon Derringer? Patriot, the bacon Derringer is at 390 right now. I don't know if your reader is able to keep up with the deal. Okay, I gotta go on mute for a minute. Sorry guys, I'll be back on in a minute. Sorry about that. I'll come back now. Am I still connected? There we go. And there we go. So that pen is up to $840. That's scary. Well, that's actually appropriate. I don't know if anybody's still here, but I had a little instance right there. I had to go do something. All right, so let's see. The Derringer, I lost it because of the phone call I was on, so sorry about that. If we want, we can do a thing on this pen gun. So super rare version of a Bannerman pen gun, Braverman pen gun, $855. It's got a minute left to go. Anybody want to? What's that called? Price is Right. This thing, this bad boy. So it's at $855 and 52 bids. When it was 400, that would have been a deal. At 800, this is people who have pen guns and want this one. This is people who like know what a pen gun is and want this one because it's pristine. It's 25 ACP and it's in its freaking original boxes. It's even in the shipping box. Pretty neat. So do we have any bid? Kingpin saying 1,001. It just went up to 885, so that might be a good bid. Or it might be a good guess, although it might go way past that. Way past that. Oh, Patriot's saying 906. That's an interesting bid. The next bid will be 900. It's got a minute left, so that one might be too low. We'll see how many people are. So with 53 bidders, and that went up $400 in the last moments, so that's active bidders. The people who are really making money right now, I bet, are the people buying these statues, because I can't tell what these statues and stuff. Now this horse ride thing, I just got done watching a show, and that horse ride thing is worth like $1,200 easy. So that's probably a deal at 500, and if it works, it's probably even a bigger deal. I'm blabbing, but the pen is trickling down. It's at 885 still with only 20 seconds. Oh, it just got another bid. It went up to 915, so that blows Patriot away. You did not win the pen. Sorry, buddy. Then we got Texas Surplus saying 1,300. To me, that's a more realistic bid, I think. 945. It just got another bid, I think. 55 bids now. Actually, it might be getting more than one bid at a time. Super interesting. I would have very much liked to have brought my pen gun up there to set it next to that pen gun, done a couple of videos about how cool these two pen guns are before it gets sold into the hands of somebody who I don't know who it is and I'll never see it again. I definitely know there's people that like pen guns more than me, but pen guns are one of those things, especially non-NFA pen guns are one of my favorites. And I know a little bit about them because I've owned a couple now. But it's something that I can't wait to dig more into when I have time again. It's not important, so it's not going to be like priority or nothing. 14 seconds at 9:45 with 55 bids. Here it ends. It ends. 975. I just got another bid. 975. Everybody's still in the running. We're about to see something happen that drives me. Oh no, maybe not. Also, anyways, there's links. Patreons can join. I would like to be able to just yell and scream and punch this punching bag behind me for a little while, because what's happening right now is frustrating and horrible for me. Might be okay for some people, but it's horrible for me right now. Let's see. Yes. Closest without going over. Oh, I see what you're saying, Patriot. Yeah, you're right. All right, you're still good. It's 975. Oh, it just went to 1,005. So now Kingpin, who just bid it to 1,005 just so he would win, is in the winning, and it's at 1:05, and we're about. Oh my goodness. Holy shit, this is by far the best and most frustrating auction from Pot of Gold auctions I've ever seen. Second most frustrating thing that Pot of Gold Auctions has done to me. This is the third or fourth thing they've done to me, but this is the second most aggravating thing they've done to me ever. Ugh, I'm having to watch this. So 33 seconds at 1:05, 20 seconds, it just turned red. Oh my goodness, this is like watching, this is horrible. This is horrible. 19,920, that weird ass displacement. What are you talking about? Oh my goodness. No more bids. 8 seconds. 7, 6, $1,000. Which went to $1,040 with like what, 6 seconds left? Super amazing. The pen gun is, people know what it is. They're bidding on it. They're not as scared to bid on it. Oh, and we're watching other stuff happen. Oh, yep. Oh, that just ended at $320. Ow, that hurts me. It hurts me. It hurts me. It hurts me. Oh, and then this little tiny Colt miniature. Oh, 1 minute. All right, does anybody want to do prices right on this thing while we're waiting for, come on, while we're waiting for the pen gun? It's got 23 seconds. This is a little tiny miniature Colt revolver for $350. That's a steal. The pen gun is going 16 seconds at $1,040 with 58 bids. These rich mofos are not willing to put another 60. Oh, yeah, they did. 1060. This one's not ending. These are rich mofos that are bidding on this one. You know how they're rich mofos? Because they're spending $1,000 on a pen that shoots 25 ACP. So 25 ACP, better than 9mm. You ever seen a 9mm pen ever? Period. Get sold? No, because nobody wants a 9mm pen. It's stupid caliber. 25 ACP, people will pay $1,000 for a pen made out of 25 ACP. Evidence, actual evidence that 25 ACP is superior than stupid 9mm. That little tiny replica gun, you could buy this at $350 right now and sell it for $500. I could tell you like 4 people that would buy that for $500. That's about to end. 9 seconds. No one even put. Oh, DJ put a bid of $419. Closest without going over. You just lost it, DJ. Too bad. This one, the pen is at 1060 and it just went to 1080. Gets another minute. 1200 and what? It just went to 11. What the hell? How do you say that? 1,120. It's up to 61 bids. Holy crap. Somebody who knows what they're doing, and if I had people in here who were into that, they could go to Gunbroker or someplace and look for like Gunbroker auctions and whatnot. It's driving me nuts. That is interesting as heck. The stuff that happened while that was happening is enough to give you an ulcer. It's enough to give you a freaking ulcer. Plus all these coins and stuff. There's some shotgun going off next to it. A $2,000 shotgun. Who the hell would pay $2,000 for a side-by-side 20-gauge shotgun? By the way, the pen just got another bid, and it's at $1,160. Why would anybody buy a side-by-side 20-gauge shotgun, period, made by Savage, ever, and then pay $2,000 for it? Unless it had $2,000 or $4,000 wadded up into the barrel, I would not buy a $2,000 shotgun. And it's still getting bids. That's crazy. I kind of want to look down, but I'm scared to see what happens with that pen. I got 49 seconds to look down, so we're looking down a little bit. Look at that payphone, $150. Back in the day, you could just grab a payphone like that off the wall for free. Let's see, Set Me L. That's a goofy looking gun, $855. Another goofy looking gun. Another goofy looking gun. 2 vintage desktop telephones, eh? I thought that was a toy phone. Oh, snap. Now I'm really intrigued. Why would there be that Ronald McDonald looking phone unless it comes from Ronald McDonald? All right, so it's 16 seconds. Is it going to get another bid? 62 bids, 1,600. Who would bid 1,600 and not bid 1,200 for that pen gun that you're never going to get again? You're never going to get that pen gun again, ever, because some Yahoo's going to shoot it and it's going to be worthless. Oh, it just ended. $1,600. Who got that pen gun? Who had the highest bid? Pretty much, right? Texas. Texas got it. Nice. You just stole that from Kingpin. He's over there pissed because he only has 2 guns and you got 1. You got the good one too. His guns all together added up to like $400, 700. Oh no, he did all right. He's still got more money, but it's close. You got as much money as him almost in 1 gun. All right, now we're gonna go find another one to bid on that isn't dumb. Let's see. What's all this about? Pinball Nashville. Oh, there's Smeggy. Look at that. We got somebody jumping in here. Now I can maybe eat.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Tell you what, I got an ulcer watching this auction so far today. I wish I had money. Not having money sucks. Sucks hard when you're looking at auctions. Sucks. Anyway, it's good for whoever the hell was buying the stuff on this auction for like free, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that got sold for like free tonight.
I mean, I just bought a shotgun for $2,000, so I'm pretty happy with that purchase. It was discount.
Oh, you got 37 seconds left on that one, so I don't know if you actually own it or if you're just counting your shotgun. Oh, you just got your shotgun stolen from you. Now it's at 2,480.
Oh no, that's what I meant. I just bid 2,480.
Let's see.
I mean, is it a collector's or something? Because like I don't know. I know fancy shotguns go for a bunch, but I didn't think Savage is like a fancy company. I would expect like some kind of crazy Bernelli or some other company I've never heard of that only makes shotguns. Like I expect them to be expensive.
Yeah, people with shotguns, people who have like this shotgun fetish, they'll just pay anything for anything. They don't care. Money means nothing to them. There we go. Yeah, it's a 2,500 with 67 bids, and it's a 20 gauge side by side. What would your name justify that in any way? You can't, so it's ridiculous. I mean, if you were like buying it for $15, yeah, 20 gauge side by side, heck yeah, I'll buy it any day. Oh shit! Oh, I thought this was a gun vending machine.
Yeah, because if you're a big like competition crap shooter or whatever, they all like the over unders.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like them, but I can understand. I think hunters like over unders more than competitions, but maybe trap shooters like. I think most of the time though they like that over and under because it's a consistent sight. I think, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe they do.
Yeah, and
so
I think we put different chokes in it too.
Phone number. Somebody wrote a bunch of phone numbers in pencil on the bottom of this phone. Want to start calling it? Call 964-8065 and ask for Roger. Everybody in every area code call that number, and then we'll see if Roger is still there.
That's like that one from the song. I remember back in the day there was a website dedicated to all the different area codes and that whatever that number is in the song, 8695 or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But then there's a bunch of businesses that obviously like got that number on purpose, and then they're like, "Hey, sorry, Jenny's not here, but drop off your dry cleaning at
blah,
blah, blah, blah."
Exactly.
Like,
now it's at 25:20 with 22 seconds left, so Smeggy lost it again. You have to keep it.
oh, all right, I might. Let's see if it comes in again. I rebid.
Original crate, Nashville back glass. I just was watching a show about all these old games and stuff and how much they're worth and whatnot. So $45, I feel like that's a steal. Like somebody probably made money right there. I was trying to get my daughter to starting ski club. She just announced today at her. Wait, you're saying skeet, or it has to be because there's no mountains for you to ski. Well, you'd have to cross country ski in Michigan, right?
There's hills.
But I mean, is there? Well, I guess sometimes in the flatlands they would make a hill, like they'd pile a bunch of dirt up to have like a ski run, because you definitely got the snow. All you got to do is make a hill, and then they can charge people to ski down it, I guess.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
there's
not like here where people drive up a mountain to ski halfway down the mountain type of thing.
Right. I know a bunch of people I knew would always go to Boyne Mountain, which like wasn't that far away. And then if you go further north, they're not mountains. I can admit that. They're
yeah, you live in California now. You know now. Like in California, there's places where in the middle of summer you can go up. Oh, that shotgun just left. I guess it ended. Wow, that ended quickly. Anyway, there's places in California where in the middle of summer you can go up high enough to go skiing, right? I think I've heard that.
Probably. I mean, I would imagine over like by Tahoe and stuff. I went to Tahoe a couple Aprils ago. It was like the end of April, and there was like still snow all over the place. And that's not including they probably can make snow, right, for the actual skiing stuff. But I'm talking like near our hotel, like in the road, there was still snow from when the plows came by and stuff.
So Patriot's saying they're trying to talk his daughter. He's trying to talk his daughter into starting skeet club. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. From what I understand, that's a good pathway, or it's a decent pathway to scholarships and that kind of thing, like making college money. Trying to kill a Russian bot over there.
Who did I know? I knew someone that was like went to the Junior Olympics. How do I know that story?
I'm not sure.
I hate my memory, dude. I'm like an 80-year-old man. Like I'm more out of it than Biden. Like I don't know. I know the story. Somebody I know in real life did like shotgun shooting. I probably ski like back in the day.
Are you talking like one of the gun channels people, or just somebody you know?
No, in real life, yeah.
But I'm saying, is it somebody that we know together, or is it somebody that you know and you just happen to know them, but they're a gun person or something? Because I don't know if you're trying to say like somebody I would know from gun channels or something.
No, I'm thinking out loud. He's not on gun channels.
Because back in the day, when I was doing websites for people, I did a website for one of the U.S. shooters when websites were still kind of new. And it was, I don't know, a thing to do to have a website to kind of just, promote your successes and just chronicle her progression or whatever through the different, because there's a lot of international competitions and different things, that they do in order to qualify for and then stay, I don't know what the words are, but like stay at the Olympic level. So then when they go to pick the Olympic team, they pick from this group of people that have been shooting a lot. So in order to do that, all the kids, call them kids because I was older than them then and I'm way older than them now, but they would have websites. So I did the website for this one of the shooters. So I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if we ever this was kind of before YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, I figured it out. It was a guy, or I don't know, he was a little bit younger than me, but around my age. I used to work with him. I forget what his name was though, but I do remember because he was telling me all about that. And then when like the first crazy like panic buying kicked in was that in 12? Was that when all the stuff? Like he was basically buying and selling like PMags and stuff off of Craigslist, making crazy money.
I want this gun so bad. Oh,
fired for downloading network.
Oh, this gun fits in the NAA collection. They should just give it to me. It's $65. I need that one for the collection. I almost have $65, but I don't have $65. Oh, snap. This is the shit right here. Favorite Derringer of all Derringers, the Remington Original 41. They just look cool as hell. The
What's that go for?
310. It's a little low. It'll go way higher. It's way down the list. Especially with as much money as some of these other ones have gone for. I haven't been paying attention because there's no guns up here that are anything interesting. These video games, according to the TV, you can turn all these video games into more money, I would think. But you would think that if people were buying video games, they'd come over here and buy them. So let's see, we've been going for an hour and there are about 100 items in. Over 100, so about 100 an hour. That's a little slow. That's a lot of bids, actually, because when this is an auction that's like a book auction or something where it goes quicker because there's not as many bids happening live, then I've seen a 400 item auction go in almost an hour and a half. DJ's putting a $543 bid on the Remington Derringer. It's going to be a while, but we'll keep it in there. It's not going anywhere. Antique hot nut coin op vending machine. By that, just keep your hot nuts in there. I have no idea how much these coins are, if they're good or not. It would be interesting to have somebody in who knew about coins. It could say if these coins are going for a good deal or not. I think Clover came in one time, or maybe it was after the fact, and said something about some of the baseball cards. Vintage Italian Air Force memorabilia. That's super interesting. Some kind of a ashtray maybe, and then like a thing for the wall. Coin op 1 cent baseball trade simulator.
I like some of those like coin op things. There's a place like a museum or whatever that has all those little old school games.
For sale or like in a bar where you can play with them? What are you talking about?
Oh, you can play them, but it's museum kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Because I would think with all the hipsters that somebody would have like a bar and then just buy a bunch of these things to put in there, right?
I'm sure there is.
With like something like, I've had a lot of axe throwing. I want a craft beer, a local craft beer, and a vintage puzzle or mechanical game. I've seen a cool one where it's you put the penny in there. It looks like a gun. It's made out of metal, and then it's attached to like the whole machine or whatever. You put the penny into the gun like if it was a bullet. You pull the trigger and it wings the penny inside of like this glass thing, so you can't shoot the penny at somebody. But then if you hit it through the center, you get your penny back, and if you miss, they keep your penny. And I'm like, that is genius right there. That's super, 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 super cool. Like, who wouldn't think that was cool? That's interesting. A Landor Arms 12 gauge shotgun, lever action, which is not your old Winchester one. So I wonder how big the throw is on that. Do they have a picture of it open by any chance? No. It certainly looks goofy. With that weird. Oh, look, it's got some kind of cam, so I'll bet you it is a shorter pull than a standard one. Oh, I'd definitely like to see that one open. I don't think I've seen that gun before. I'll bet you $1,000 it's made in Turkey. I guess we'll never know, but I'll bet you it's made in Turkey. Oh, snap. A Henry. Oh, new Henry, 1860. I was like, wow, that's going for nothing, but it's a newfangled. Here's Henry.
I still want to get a lever action at some point.
Any lever action or some just a particular one?
Yeah, I haven't quite figured out yet. I remember last time I got the plug, I really started looking into stuff. And I think I'm leaning toward something that I could then also get a revolver, like in the same. Because my dad's got a. So at some point, I'll have to be lever action. I just want a different kind.
Oh, snap. A Saudi Arabia miniature presentation sword. I need one of these in my life. Except I don't want to pay nothing for it. I want it for free. Ideally given to me by some sort of Saudi Arabian for doing something. Like as a presentation thing. That'd be cool. I didn't see that one before. It's before that Remington.
Yeah, see, Texas has the he's saying like a long Colt or 357. I think I was kind of leaning towards 357, but I'm very indecisive, so I'll get it eventually.
I had one in 357, but I got rid of it. I never used it. Are you kidding
What'd you
me?
find?
A fucking key gun. 18 caliber, actually shoots, easy to assemble. So this is some kind of a kit from like back in the days when I was a little kid, from 79. And then, because back in the olden days, there actually was a key gun. So this is a little kit that you'd put together. And it looks like it's still the kit, I think. Yeah, so that's super neat. $170. That's out of my price range. It's probably appropriate. Or it might go up from there. I don't know.
Is that like a black powder thing? Or is it actually
probably. No, yeah, probably. No, it would have been like one of those kit black powder guns that you would get back in the old days where like it was barely carved to the right shape. You had to like a lot of fitting and then engraving to do to make it look all nice. And then stain it and all that. And then maybe sometimes even finish some of the metal off. So it's one of those kind of kits that you'd get at like Cabela's or whatever the equivalent was back then, Gander Mountain.
But being black powder, then you can just get it, right? Like you could almost do like a mail order or something.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's not a gun. It's just a project. All right, so there's another thing going that is we're gonna see how that goes. Large lot of military memorabilia, World Wars. That's interesting. A whole bunch of pictures and stuff. It's like DJ's out of here. He's sick of this.
Yeah, he's upset that side-by-side shotgun.
Vintage U.S. Capitol flown flag. I got one of those at a place at a thrift store one time. I guess I could scroll all the way back down to the bottom wherever I was. Looking at everything for the 5th time through the middle here. Boy, there's a lot of watches this time around. Large wagon wheel. We got a lot of those in Arizona. Lightning coin change maker. Vietnam presentation plaque. Two black and white polished petrified wood. Crazy. Never touch petrified wood, by the way.
What is that?
It's bad juju. Never pick up petrified wood. Leave it where it's at. Never touch it. Pretty much every culture I've ever known that pays attention to such things doesn't touch petrified wood, except for us. We go around doing whatever we want to it. Oh, a Steyr AUG for $3,000. It's an old one. 1978. What?
I feel like that's expensive.
I can't. You're breaking up. I feel like what?
That's like too expensive.
Nah. 3,200. That's about right for a real one, an old one. Because now all these people have new ones, and they're like, "Oh, I want the old one too." Oh, I guess there's exactly 400 of them today. So that Styroga is the last gun. Then there's a $3,000 painting by Earl Linderman. Never heard of him, so it's fake. It's a picture of some guy being mean to some girl. Let's see. So then we get a Cimarron. Nobody wants that. A Browning Bicentennial. I don't think anybody wants that. 4570, but it's a drop. It's a, yeah, see? It's a nice AUG. That retro optic is beautiful. I don't like them, but you can tell it's neat. I mean, it certainly is an old one. Muzzle brake and everything. What's cool about these is a Glock knife is their bayonet. Let's see if it has a bayonet picture. Probably doesn't because they never do, but you could technically get an old bayonet for these things. Mossberg 12 gauge. A lot of watches and money today. Not that many guns, but they just had their big gun auction in December. Although there was some amazing guns today, that's for sure. Vintage jungle gun shooting arcade from the 50s. Oh, duh. Yeah, I remember they posted a ton of videos. And if they're listening to this, you did it wrong. You need to post those videos on a schedule so that they come up every day or at least every few hours. But dropping them all at once, they flood someone's thing and they end up unsubscribing to your channel instead of looking at all those videos. Or set them up as unlisted, drop them all at once, and then later flip them to public, and they'll miss everyone's feed, which is why everyone who posts stuff is on, that way gets their stuff missed. But anyway, that's a whole other story. So we got that Remington revolver that DJ thinks is going to go for $500. That's kind of quite a ways still. We got that little Kolb, which I should own, that they should give to me. And then a little Walther 25 ACP for $380. Where that came from. And then a bunch of old boxes and stuff. Those are kind of neat to see. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. All right, so now let's see what we got going on here. Theodore Roosevelt certificate for $500. That's a lot of money for a certificate. Yeah, the optics weren't awesome, but they're definitely, you wouldn't ever take it off of that gun. It is that gun. It's part of that gun. All right, well, so what time is it now? Now it's 7. I believe we have an hour before what's his faces, or actually there's probably 2 hours before bacon or barbecue show, right?
Hit or miss should be on right now.
What's that?
Hit or miss should be on.
That is waiting for Night Strike. It's not on right now.
We could cork them. All right, welcome to special edition.
Well, look, he's trying to cork you while you were corking him. Rude of that. He's got pawnery on there. Is that legal?
Man, he breaks all the rules and been around for a couple of years.
Back in my day, that wouldn't have happened on the Hit or Miss show. I am looking for the barbecue. There it is. Oh, I got 2 hours for the barbecue. So then you got Ghost over here pointing at stuff. 20-second thumb. What? They only got 13 people watching. So, yeah, I guess that's your options tonight. We got a little while before they show up or start hitting. It's interesting. Interesting. So I don't know how much longer. I'm getting super cold, So I guess I'm getting antsy. Not that many guns here, and looks like those two close. So the next one would be this goofy Bullpup 12 gauge, trying hard to look like an AR. The Radical, Radikal NK1 is a semi-automatic magazine-fed bullpup shotgun. The Bullpup design makes an Apex home defense shotgun. Okay, imported by SDS. It has flip-up sights, M-lock rail space, and a 3-inch chamber. So right now, it's at 320. Oh, there's only 25 seconds. I spent so much time chatting it up that nobody has a chance to price is right at 320. 18 seconds left.
It's going to go for 320.
Highest without going over. Highest without going over wins. No one's even trying. Oh, 4 seconds left. 3 seconds. 32 bids on that gun. 32 bids.
Yeah, they're all $10 each.
They had to be. Yeah, they had to be. Oops, what was I going to look at? This.
So I win that gun now, right? Is that how this game works?
Yeah. I mean, you have to arrange it with them, but I'm guessing that's how it works. This is made out of ivory.
Okay.
So if you were going to be carving something out of ivory, would you be like, carve me a little dude fishing with a net? That's what I want. A little, or no. Yeah, carve me a little dude fishing and a bird ate his fish. I guess that'd be like interesting or something before television. All right, we'll go try to find another gun. The next gun, oh, this is a good one. A Rossi, a goofy looking Rossi gallery pump. So like a modern gallery gun with a bunch of weird screws on the side. But little pump action 22, one of the funnest types of guns to shoot. And for some reason they're like, let's use Phillips screws. Why not? It's a gun. Let's use Phillips screws on it. They did. So let's see how much this thing cost. $240 with 4 minutes left. So that gives you all the time in the world if you're out there playing at home. Price is right, that gun. $240 with 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes left.
I'm going to say 250.
So you're saying the next bid will win it because there's only the next bid will be 250. Antique brass copper silent Butler and bed warmer. An antique cigarette Butler is distinctive and design. A silent Butler, sometimes called an ash Butler, is a small container, often of metal, sometimes silver, with a handle and common prior to the modern period, and enjoyed some popularity being made as a home construction project in the U.S. They are now considered collector's items. Bed warmers have existed for centuries, with some of the earliest examples dating back to Queen Elizabeth. Early warmers are made of silver or brass. So what do? You put water in it or something and shove it under your bed? I want me one of these bed warmers. So basically, you just take a bunch of hot rocks maybe and shove them in there. That would work. Put a bunch of hot rocks in that metal and then put it underneath your bed. And then I don't know what this is. I don't know which one's which. And then the other one's just basically an ashtray on a stick. Like, hey, can you hand me the ashtray? Fuck you. I'm not going to stand up and walk over there. Could you put it on a long stick and wing it towards me? All right. I'll do that. Let me go out and make a wooden stick on the end of it. Oh, my ash is about to fall off on your fine linen. Ah! And then they wing this like ashtray over at you on the end of a pole.
You're like having a party. And some dudes like running around to every person.
You're just minding your business, and this like metal ashtray dinks you on their arm. Dink, dink, dink. Oh, thanks, Silent Butler. Nowadays, you just get a robot to do that. You just ash on the floor, and a little hockey puck robot, comes over and sucks it up. If you're lucky, a cat sits on top of it. All right, well, here's the deal. Smeggy is going to win this thing. It's got 1 minute and 14 seconds. There has not even been one Price is Right on this. So we're basically just spinning our wheels here. We're just corking for the sake of corking. Nobody's even participating. In most cases, you rub the thing on your bed to get it warm before you get some beds. Oh, I see what you're saying. You rub the thing on your bed to get it warm before you get in. That would be awesome. Like a dog, except made out of metal. I tell my dog to go in there, and she lays in there for a while. And then when she gets nice and warm and has a nice spot all laid out and is nice and warm, I move her and I take that spot. Go to sleep right there. But she don't care. Her whole goal in life is making little warm spots on bed. So when I move her over, she just is like, hot damn, I get to make a new warm spot over here. So here's the deal. That thing is going at 22 seconds. Meggy's just walking away with 2 guns. So what's it feel like to have a gun stolen from y'all while you just sat there and watched Meggy just take it? Weird. It's weird to me.
I wish I could get my dog before I got in. He follows me around too much, but he does lay like right on my feet, right on my legs. Retroactively, I end up getting a heated bed.
Finally, you can get that Brexit silver that you wanted. Remember how Smeggy's always talking about, I wish I had a 1 troy ounce of 0.999 fine silver, but it has to be focused on the exit of Britain from the European Union. If only such a coin existed. And it was also painted a bunch of colors. Boom, there you go. Right there, Smeggy. Oh, you just lost it. It was $40. You should have bought it. So basically, money is worth less when you make it about Europe and paint it. Because this $80 one was $80 for the same amount of silver, as far as I'm concerned. So basically, if you take the silver dollar and smash it to make it look like Europe and paint it, people are like, I don't even want it. I'll take it for half the amount of money. No, Patriot didn't win nothing, I don't think.
You could get the Brexit one and scrape all the paint off of it, and then it'd be worth $50 again.
Yeah, exactly. And then scrape it so that it looks like a face instead of Europe, and then boom, worth $80 again. And you probably could remove silver, so in the long run, you'd end up with extra silver dust. Here's a sectional bookcase. Oh, I see. It comes apart. That's why they're saying it's sectional. That's super cool. I didn't know that. That's kind of neat. Huh. I didn't even know there was a bookcase like that. We had a bookcase kind of like that when I was a kid, and I think I had to put it together, and I didn't even realize that they were made like Legos, and you could buy any number of those things. I would have bought them all the way from ceiling or from floor to ceiling then. What's the point of buying them only up to, 3 or 4 high? It seems like a waste of room in the house. Gold, yellow Porsche key. That's what a lot of people who have Porsches need. There's a Congress National brand soap box. You could stand on that and say things. We got a Hastan Escort semi-auto shotgun, which I'm not going to bid on. And then we've got a M&P 22. A lot of people like these so much. You got a youngin'. This is the gun to get. And then you give it to the youngin', and then they get used to what an AR is all about. And it's in stupid 22, so everybody's happy. Here's a Tom and Jerry cartoon of golfing. Mini twin claw. What? So this is two little claw machines in one. That's kind of neat. What would you put in there? Some kind of tiny toy, I'm guessing, that kids would never get. Plus, it's girls, so can girls even use joystick? Like, they wouldn't even know what to do. They would try to, like, I don't know. They'd think it was like a mirror for putting on makeup or something. They wouldn't even know how to use it. They would just put in their penny and then try to figure out how to use the mirror. Does the bookcase also have a hidden door behind it? No, exactly. There's nothing. Oh, gotta go lead a thing. Oh, thanks, Makojo. $55 penny, suckers. Large smoky quartz. It's a piece of rock. So who's a bigger sucker? Somebody paying $50, $55 now for a penny, or somebody paying $95 for a chunk of rock because it says heavy on it. What's so good about this quartz? It's a heavy item. Holy crap, 10 pounds. So it's a 10-pound piece of quartz. Big deal. A couple of clusters are loose but still firmly attached. This will make a great decorative piece or a wonderful addition to a collection for a geologist enthusiast. Come on, man. You're going to take this and make it into quartz watches, obviously. Think how many watches you could make out of this. Dozens.
No, but think of how much your energy could go up if you just put it on your table.
Oh, you're saying like just for your aura in order to help adjust and tune your aura?
Yeah, it'll align your chakra.
Uh-huh. That's a good point.
But anyways, I got to bounce.
I hear you. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, thanks for jumping in. All right, well, so Smeggy got in here because I put links out to the Patreons. So Patreons could have jumped in here. However, there's nothing really left. There's some guns. This interesting sewing machine. I like sewing machines. Regular people don't like sewing machines. And that's some kind of little one, I think. But it's $300. And a bunch of video games, which aren't my thing. And guitars, which aren't my thing. A guitar signed by Garth Brooks. Why would Garth Brooks sign a guitar? Does he play guitar? Art Bronze Cherub Type Boy. Okay. Oh, I know what I was waiting for. $65 still. Damn it. I feel like I should bid on it just so that I can say I bid on it. Because it's going to go for more than that. Patriots taken off, it looks like. Yep, have a good one. So how do I go back one? There we go. think you just have to actually bid. Wow, $700 for that M&P 22. Wow. Yeah, I know somebody who's getting rid of a couple of them, I think, because his kids never shoot them. I'll tell him he should probably do that then. For that kind of money. Why is an M&P 22 so much? Probably leaving because the Smeggy dropped out. Boom. Now let's go in here and there we go. Oh, come on. What? I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Wait for the 1955 penny going for $1,400. Holy moly. Well, we were trying to figure out how to log in. Dang it. There we go. So, gonna do what now? And then, come on. And then this. And then put that there. And then go. Come on. Are you serious? Quit that. Oh, come on. Come on, really? Yep, it's that kind of night. It is that kind of night. Come on. Here and here. And log on. Let me in already. Let me in. Okay. All right, now let's try this again. Okay, close on there. Why is this not closing? Waiting for, okay. All right, now I'm waiting. Maybe I gotta refresh both of them. There we go. Maybe. I don't know. Am I still connected? All right, now I'm gonna scroll down over here. This. Woohoo! Oh, son of a bitch. I immediately got outbid. But it makes sense. Oh well, at least I can say I bid on it. So that took an hour, but at least I can say I bid on one. So I can live with myself after not owning it. All right, so I close this, and I guess we'll end it. So I appreciate everybody showing up, but I'm super cold, and as fun as it is watching these things with all y'all chatting, I have to talk the whole time, so nobody showed up except for Smeggy there for a bit. I just don't like talking the whole time. It's been an hour and a half. It's not quite gun heavy right now. They do their big gun auction in December, so this one is the first one since. Hitting the ball rolling with, or hitting the ground running with a bunch of different things. A lot of video games this time. They posted those on YouTube. A lot of money. But yeah, it's super cold, and I'd really like to step away. And I mean, I guess I could just leave it sitting here running, but that's probably boring. German, I guess. Communist German. Interesting. But yeah, I need to go put on blankets and another heater, I guess. So there's options. You can go watch somebody else who's live right now. Let's see who might be live. Hit or Miss is going. Ghost is still going. Yankees going. Matt will be going after that. Then the good show starts in a bit. 2 hours or so. You'll get what's his face? Barbecuing. There we go. No, where'd it go? Why is it not showing me barbecues? Because he posted it yesterday? No, it's not showing me his, so we're going to have to go to his channel. Oh, there it is. There you go. That'll be live in about 90 minutes. Otherwise, there's stuff out there live for you right now. We've been going for about 90 minutes. We'll go live again when they do another one of these, which will be boom. Go to buyers, and then you'll see all their different auctions. This is the one happening today on the 4th. There'll be another one on the 25th. Then there'll be one on the 1st of February. What? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, you know why? Because of SHOT Show. That's why, because we're all going to be a SHOT Show for the other ones. So then there's February, then there's the 15th, and then there's March 1st and March 15th, and so on. And you can see this one is going to be high-end coin op, antique and art. This one is gun, jewelry, coin, and collectible. Another gun and jewelry. So they let you know what their focus is. And you can click on them and look at the bidding or whatever. Hopefully I'll have some stuff in some of these coming up. And if you want to watch the rest of this one, feel free. There are still 239 lots open. It looks like we got about halfway through the 400 of them. 477. So yeah, just about halfway through today. Otherwise, we'll end it. I got to go get warmed up here. I want to thank our Patreons for making it possible for us to do this kind of stuff, and people that purchase stuff from our store. GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com. So thanks again to everybody that showed up, watched it live. Have a great night. We'll talk to you next time. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals at gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com.